Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new MovieHooker video, and today is Sunday and it's very early. I've gotten a big cup of tea because I've no coffee left, and I think today I want to talk about some press releases that I've got recently, and hopefully hook you up with some movies in while doing so. It's still very cold here, look. Or is my house haunted? There's another story. Now let me see, let's go into the old MovieHooker HQ maybe, which is just my email inbox, by the way. So, okay, let me see. Right, okay, right. I know I've really sort of touched on this before. We have ordered a screener for this now, and Jessica is going to review it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she has to say and that. And I know this movie Skin and Marink it is. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think as a horror fan, just as a horror fan, I think you should get behind it. Because this, as I said before, this movie is doing extremely well. Like, this email was sent to me a few days ago now, and it crossed 1 million quid at the North American box office 6 days into its release, on partial screens, earning the film an impressive 67 times its production budget of 15,000 quid. Now, the people that hate this movie, this is the good thing about it, the people that hate this movie are saying it's like the most boring thing ever. It's just like a load of people, it's just like a load of shots with no dialogue. And then there's the completely other half of these people are saying this is one of the fucking most terrifying things that they've ever watched. So that alone causes a lot of, shit in the horror community. And I just wish that the horror community could just get behind the film, like it or hate it. There was one post, some guy going, listen, don't waste your time. Don't go and watch this. And I'm like, who the fuck are you to say that to someone? Do you know what I mean? Telling someone not to, go and watch someone else's work. Make up your own mind. Anyway, that's enough on Skin and Marink. And by the way, it's hitting Shudder on the 2nd of February 2023, so that's not too long to wait. I think that's one Last of Us episode away, maybe. That's how I do all my calculations now in Last of Us episodes. Roll on tomorrow. Right, so that was Skin and Marink, and I also want to touch a little bit on that other movie I talked about as well. I'm Sorry About the Demon. I checked that out yesterday on Shudder. I haven't written a review or anything, but it was enjoyable. It was simplistic. It was not too much depth to it. It was just a fun horror comedy, and I think horror comedies are quite hard to get right, and this had a lot of funny moments in it. So you can watch Sorry About the Demon on Shudder as well, and yeah, I thought it was really cool. So let's browse on through here. Okay, I've got one here for, let me see what this one is. This one is called The Student. Dear Journalist, apparently. Keep Light Pictures will bring along the release of The Student to VOD on February 7th. We will be providing digital, right, okay, this is private movie stuff. Right, okay, I can cover the movie if I want to cover the movie. This is called The Student, and this is... Oh, it's country of origin. It's a Russian movie. It's fucking English dubbed, though. That's a big no for me. Like, what? Why is it dubbed? Why is it dubbed? Oh, I hate that. But anyway, the synopsis for The Student reads, by day, Lyra is a seemingly innocuous sociology student, entranced by and hoping to discover the meaning and purpose of the human soul, but at night she dances at a local strip club under the stage name Gerda. It's not a very sexy stage name, Gerda. In an effort to support herself and her ailing mother. As Lyra ventures further into the darkest corners of the human psyche, her own academic curiosity begins to meld with the hard-living reality of her stage persona, merging both Lyra and Gerda into a force of nature that may discover what it means to be truly be human, Yeah, that sounds like it could be good as well. So, guys, that's called The Student. It's a Russian movie. And yeah, as far as I know, it's just like usually if you get a press release, it's definitely, if it's a foreign movie, you get it in a foreign language, and you have to read the subtitles, and that's what you should do at all times. Um, as Bong Joon Ho says, once you get over the 3-inch barrier of subtitles, you'll be introduced to so many more amazing films. And I couldn't agree more. And that's coming from someone that doesn't read, has the attention span of a goldfish. I like books with pictures. Graphic novels is the adult way of saying that, I think. So that's The Student. Sorry, I went off into a little fucking rant there. No, bank emails from the banks, always great news. Okay. Right, here's one here. I also got the press release. Let me see. Are we still on? Yeah. I also got the press release for Slam Dance, or the program, should I say, for Slam Dance International Film Festival, which is a really good film festival. But if I start opening that and going through movies, oh my God, folks, then we'll be here all day, and that's not good. Because my fire's not going to last all day. That's for sure. So anyway, someone has sent me one of the movies playing at this movie festival, Slam Dance International Movie Festival, and they've sent me the press release for this, and it's called Mad Cats. It's a Japanese movie. The tagline is "Fear the Poor." Fear the Poor. Oh my God, that's like... Right, okay, so this movie, Mad Cats, what should have been a young man's emotional journey to find his missing brother turns into a nightmare when he gets embroiled in a monster cat's revenge massacre against evil humans who abused them. Now, this is going to be one of those movies, what do you call it? What do you call it? White God? White God? Is that what you call it? I think it's Hungarian. But that was a great movie from 2000, I'm not even going to say 2013, 14, 15. I don't even know. But White God was about all the stray dogs in this city that just had enough of people of the evil humans who are abusing them. So they all get together and go on a sort of rampage against the evil humans. Now, White God, there's a lot of hard-hitting scenes in that. It's all fake, obviously, but it doesn't mean that stuff doesn't happen. And this is it's like a movie from an animal's perspective against, I guess. I can't remember what movie store I was working on when this came out. No, I can't remember. But yeah, Mad Cat's back onto this movie, right? This is a Japanese movie, so already I'm very intrigued here. Okay, I can get screeners. It's written and directed by Reiki Tsuno. I don't know. I think maybe it sounds better if you silence the T, and it's a hell of a lot easier to pronounce as well. Okay, here's another plot for it. Taka, a shiftless young man, sets off on a quest to find his missing brother Moon. Teaming up with a quirky new friend and an edgy, mysterious young girl. I'm going to say this young girl is a fucking cat. That's it. She's a cat. She's a Maine Coon. That's what she is. This mysterious young girl, Taka finds himself taking on a pack of vicious monster cats. Vicious monster cats. Wow. Okay. Do we need to be sold on this one anymore? That's a no from me anyway. I am sold. Yeah, and these monster cats are going after horrible pet shop owners. So why are the monster cats after him? Why has his brother been captured? Hold on, his brother's missing, not captured. Hashtag fucking spoiler alert there. Anyway, and what is the purpose of this mysterious young girl? I've just told you what the purpose is. She's a cat. She's a Maine Coon. And that's... If she is, I'm sorry, I just guessed that. It'll be absolutely weird as bejesus, but I'm all here for it if she is a cat. So yeah, that's Mad Cats, Japanese. It's the genre is comedy action. It is not yet rated. And yeah, there you go. That is Mad Cats. I can't tell you when we're going to get this. This is telling me, its world premiere pretty much, which is love getting this stuff. So pretty much you guys are the first hearing about this as well in the world. And that's the good thing. MovieHooker may not make money, but it's just like, this has been my, movies have been my everything, my passion since I've been like a very young kid. And just to get these things is just awesome, because I'd be 100% if I heard about a Japanese movie about a fucking group of mad cats and there's a mysterious young woman who actually might be a Maine Coon cat as well. That's my own plot. But I'd be all over that anyway. So we're sort of getting a first-hand look at this exclusively, maybe. But not like this email's been sent to fucking I don't know how many people. That's another thing. You know, you cover movies and you're like, oh, you know, fucking this is great. I'm getting access to all these movies. And it's like, no, you're just another fucking you're just another name on a mailing list. It's like a publicist's job to get the this is why I have become picky. Choosy, even a word. I don't even think it is. But it's why I've become picky, because people will be send you emails and be, hey man, got this really, really cool movie here. And then you watch it and it's a crock of shit. And this one time I emailed back and I said, dude, this movie isn't cool at all. It's shit. And that person said, it's okay, write a shit review. It's my job to get reviews. It's the filmmaker's job to make a good movie. So I felt a little bit tricked there, you know, because I started MovieHooker to tell people what to watch, not what, you know what I mean? Not what they watch. So I've tried to keep everything. I know there's no way that I can do that, but I've always tried to be nice, even with shit movies. And I don't like doing that. So I'd rather just focus on stuff that I want to watch. And I think you guys would want to watch, whether I get screeners or not for them. But anyway, that is Mad Cats. A pack of vicious monster cats killing fucking horrible pet shop owners. Sign me up. Sign me up. Yeah, so next up is this one is another one that I've been really looking forward to. I didn't even know I was going to get the press release for this. So again, this is great. When I woke up, I usually go, when I wake up, sorry, not when I woke up. When I wake up, I usually go through, like, you know, a lot of Asian movie sites and stuff like that to get like the latest news. I honestly know more about what's going on in Asian countries in their cinemas than I do here in my own cinemas. But I seen this one still. I actually think it was on Reddit. I seen this and I was like, oh, look at that. It looked beautiful, but at the same time, it looked like sort of creepy as well. So we learned that it was a Filipino horror called In My Mother's Skin. And bang, we're getting well, I got the press release. I haven't got the screener. Now, In My Mother's Skin is it's a Filipino horror movie. And it's just saying it'll launch on Prime by the end of 2023. So we could have a bit of time to wait on this, to be honest. But yeah, you know, good things come to those who wait, I guess. It says In My Mother's Skin, a horror fairy tale which makes its world premiere at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival's midnight section. So already, this is a must-watch for me because if you're aware of Sundance Film Festival and more importantly, its midnight section, then you'll know that pretty much every film playing on that is going to be well worth checking out, and you're pretty much guaranteed a load of really good horror movies for the coming year. So it tells the story of a young girl's duty to protect her dying mother is complicated by her misplaced trust in a beguiling, flesh-eating fairy. Right, wow. So here's a bigger plot actually here. Set in the Philippines at the end of World War II, In My Mother's Skin follows the story of Tala, a 14-year-old daughter of a textile merchant who lives in a war-worn colonial house with her sick mother, Ligaya, and her younger brother, Bayani. When Tala's father mysteriously leaves once more to barter for his family's freedom with the Japanese, his family finds himself alone in an isolated forest mansion awaiting his return. With Ligaya's condition rapidly deteriorating, Tala seeks out a mysterious fairy who has promised to protect her. Happy to oblige, the fairy gives Tala a magical insect to cure her dying mother. This initially provides Ligaya with relief, but later leads to disastrous consequences that force Tala to make a distressing decision. That was hard, it's like a tongue twister. Distressing decision. So, yes, I think the words we need to take away from this one is flesh-eating fairy, isn't it? Really? Sign me up. This is from writer-director Kenneth Daggerton. And yeah, so there we go. That is In My Mother's Skin. And that's going to hit Amazon Prime sometime. And if you're one of the lucky suckers that are going to Sundance Film Festival, then you will see it there. So I think this is going to be the last one here I'm going to talk about today because it's going on a little bit longer. But I really think this is a very interesting one now to end this video on. So this is from Radiance Films, and they're releasing a limited edition Blu-ray in February 7th, 2023. So this is one for the collectors. So I'm looking at you, Colin. And, you know, this actually sounds really good as well. Los Angeles, California, continuing their mission to shine a light in the obscure and rare cinema long lost to wide audience, Radiance Films has announced the Blu-ray debut of Jean Denis. I'm going to say Jean Denis because it's definitely not Gene Dennis. And that's how people from Derry, Gene Dennis. I know Gene Dennis movies, yeah. It's not, I'm going to say Jean Denis, right, because of Jean Reno. And is it Claire Denis, the filmmaker? So I'm actually taking an actor and another filmmaker and putting their names together and just hoping that it's right. So anyway, Jean Denis Bonan's A Woman Kills has been restored and it's going to be available in a limited edition Blu-ray. And it's going to, it's a little bit pricey. It's like $34.95. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a bit pricey, but at $34 now as well. So it says filmed in the events of May 1968, Jean Denis Bonan's A Woman Kills never found distribution due to its controversy around the director's first film, and producer Anatolia Dauman was unable to find distribution for the film for 45 years until Luna Park Films brought it back to life in a new restoration. Now released on Blu-ray for the first time anywhere, audiences outside of France can finally experience this utterly singular film, a new wave influenced serial killer film that presents its narrative in almost true crime approach, yet focuses on a more psychological aspect with echoes of German expressionism and Franju. What the fuck is Franju? And set to a discordant jazzy score. Oh wow, okay. Let me go back there, but presents narrative in an almost true crime approach, right? So like this has been widely unavailable. I have no idea who Jean Denis Bonan is. I'm afraid, you know, I'll hold my hands up. I've no idea who this person is. And if it's unwidely known to us, but it's widely known in France. Right, so what I'm getting here straight away was Man Bites Dog, you know, inspired by this because it's a black and white serial killer film. Not a lot of people in France, or not a lot of people outside of France, know about this movie. So yeah, that really it actually makes me think that Man Bites Dog, which is one of my favorite films in the whole entire world, might have been loosely inspired on this. And I've been thinking, you know, since the 90s, since that was released, it was like, wow, such a simplistic idea. And it was just, you know, a game changer. So basically everything is inspired by something, you know, it's how you take that inspiration and make it your own while staying true to the original source and not ripping off the original source. Okay, so that's A Woman Kills, a serial killer movie, very unheard of, and it's going to be released in February 7th, 2023. So, guys, that is it, I think, for me today for this wee movie, for this little video. I think my next video, I'm going to take you through what is playing at this year's midnight section, because I just read about this film having its premiere at Slam Dance in my mother's skin. So I am going to hunt out what other movies are going to be playing at this year's Sundance Film Festival midnight section, because it's going to be fucking good. So it is. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope this was interesting as it was for you, as it was for me. Yeah, thanks a million, and see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, subscribe and all that jazz.